Hey, how are you guys? And welcome to Mr. D class. Today is a wonderful day and to learn how to between two fractions. This operation is very difficult in the student. I know I have the experience with the student. They don't like to add fractions, but today you will learn how to add the fractions. And I'm sure when you finish this video, you are ready to add fractions. The method to add fractions is very important. You need to recognize two different situations. Situation number one, when you have the equal denominators. In this case, B and D are the same. And the second case is you have different denominators. And both cases, the method to solve the addition of fractions are different. You will see the first. Suppose you have equal denominators. In this example, 3 over 5 plus 4 over 5. In this case, 5 is the same denominators. Both fraction has as denominator number 5. When you have the same denominator, what do you have to do? You add the numerators, 3 plus 4, and you keep the same denominators. And the 3 plus 4 is 7 over 5. You see 7 and 5 doesn't have common factors. Now the second step, you're going to do it. You reduce if necessary. Now the final answer in this example is 7 over 5. I need now to add these two fractions. Remember, the same denominator, you add the numerators. 7 plus 5, you add the numerators, and if 7 plus 5 is 12. You see, 12 can be divided by 2, and 10 can be divided by 2, because I need to reduce the fraction, always. Don't give the final answer if you don't reduce. Always you need to reduce if necessary. Now when you divide by 2, 6 over 5, and 6 and 5 doesn't have common factors. Now the final answer is 6 divided by 5. Then, summary in this case, when you have the same denominator, only you need to add the numerators, you keep the same denominator, and when you do the addition operations, you reduce if it is necessary. I'm going to explain, I'm going to teach you when you have different denominators. When you have the different denominator, I have to do 3 different steps. Step number 1, you need to find the least common denominators. If you don't know how to find the least common denominator, I recommend it in my channel, and you're looking for the video, find LCD. And in this video, you will see how to find the least common denominator. The least common denominator between 3 and 2 is 6. You see 6 is the least multiple of 3 can be divided by 2. Then 6 is the common denominator. But pay attention. If you write 6 in the first fractions, to get a 6, you need to multiply 3 by 2. Because you multiply 3 by 2, in this case, you need to multiply 7 by 2. And the same thing in another fraction. You multiply 2 by 3 to get 6. Now you need to multiply 5 by 3. And now at the end, you have the same denominator. What are you doing when you have the same denominator? You add the numerator is 29. And now in this case, 29 and 6 doesn't have common factors. You don't need to reduce. Now the final answer is 29 divided by 6. With different denominator. 7 divided by 3 plus 5 divided by 2. Now, in this case, I want to show you another important method to solve the addition between fractions. Some teachers names this method butterfly method. What you have to do, this is another way to find the addition of two fractions. What do you have to do? Number one, you multiply the denominators. When you multiply the denominator, the answer is 6. And now you use cross multiplication. Left for the top to down right. Listen, the first step is multiply left on the top times right on the bottom. 2 times 6, 7, I'm sorry. And another way is bottom on the left, 2 top on the right. 3 times 5 is 15. What are you doing now? You write this, you keep the denominator 6. The denominator is the multiplication between 3 and 2. And now you get 14. If the operation is add, you get add. If the operation is subtract, you write subtract. And now this is 15. What do you do now? You have the same denominator. You add 29 plus 6, and that is the final answer. That's another way, another important method. It's a very easy method. Many teachers use this method to explain how to do the addition between two fractions. We're going to do, and now you remember, you reduce only if this is necessary. We give you to do another example of the video. I recommend you continue to see my channel. Thank you and have a wonderful day today.